Today's video is all about the greatest common factor. So in your journal, stop the video and write greatest common factor, or GCF, is the biggest number that can divide into two or more numbers. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about the cake method and how we use it for the greatest common factor. So first thing we can do is, if you do not know, we can use a times table chart. So to use a cake method, we find a row that has 3 and 9 both, and then we look at where does that go and where does it end. So I would say 3 is what I'm going to divide, and they're divisible by 3. So using the cake method, now that we know that 3 is what will go into 3 and 9, we simply put the two numbers down, make a layer, and then we know that 3 is what divides into both of them. So 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 9 3 times. So at this point, we know that 1 and 3 is only divisible by 1. So we're done. And the greatest common factor is right there. Just that little old 3 is our greatest common factor. And so when you say, what is the greatest common factor of 3 and 9? Well, I'm going to say it is 3. That's the biggest number that will go into both of them. All right, I want you to try this one in your journals. Find the greatest common factor of 12 and 36. Again, start out. I want you to try the cake method. And so I want you to start out with that 12 and 36, and then you're going to put your cake around it. Now, if you need a times table chart, remember there's one in the back of your journal, and go ahead and build your cake. So when we look at other ways to do 12 and 36, so there's multiple ways. If you notice, some of these are a single layer cake, some are double layer cakes, some are triple layered cakes. It just depends on what numbers you start with. But whenever we have more than one, then we need to multiply those together. So 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times 2 times 2, well, that's 12. Of course, 12 all by itself, and then 4 times 3 is 12. We get the same answer no matter what way we do it. All right, so I want to show you how a multiple stack works, just like the last one. So find the greatest common factor of 16 and 24. So I'm going to put 16 and 24 on my paper. And then I know that both of these numbers are even, so I am just simply going to divide by 2. So 2 goes into 16 8 times, 2 goes into 24 12 times. Now 8 and 12 can still be divided. Some of you may say, hey, this is going to be divided by 4, but I still struggle with my division, so I'm going to say these two are even again. So I'm going to divide by 2 again. 2 goes into 8 4 times, 2 goes into 12 6 times. Now 4 and 6 again are still even numbers. As you can see, I just keep building my cake, and this is why it's called the cake method, is because you might do 1 layer, you might do 2, and in this case we need 3 layers. 2 goes into 4 2 times, 2 goes into 6 3 times. Now at this point, 1 is the only thing that will divide into 2 and 3. So I am done. If the only thing I find is 1, then I am done. So the next thing I need to do is multiply all of my numbers that are on that left-hand side. So 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. And that's it. That would be my greatest common factor. So whether you do it with multiple or you just do it with 1, you are good to go. All right, this is your last one, so try the cake method again one more time and enjoy your evening.